Ever watched a hero fall from grace?
You know how to fly, don't you?
No, do you?
Brace yourself, we're diving into a tale that might shatter your fedora-topped fantasies. From swinging through the jungle to potentially fading out in time, our beloved Indy seems to be on a roller coaster ride, and it's not the thrilling kind we're used to.
Very dangerous. You go first.
With Indy himself claiming the essence of his character is lost to time, we're left wondering what happened to our whip-cracking archaeologist.
There's a big snake in the plane, Jack!
After surviving a tumultuous journey through the treacherous swamps of production at Lucasfilm, the much-awaited sequel is ready to face the world. But wait, is the world ready to face it?
I ought to kill you right now.
On June 30th, 2023, the world will witness Harrison Ford, our venerable 80-year-old action star, don the iconic brown fedora and whip as he returns as the audacious adventurer one last time in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. As this highly anticipated sequel emerged, dusting off the debris of production chaos, it brought along a familiar trio: the writer, the director, and none other than the invincible Harrison Ford. Yet an air of dread lurked. Could this turn out to be a cinematic catastrophe, dwarfing the debacle of the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
You bet I am, and I got news for you. You're gonna go back and finish school.
Fans shivered at the thought.
I asked him to ask the writers to kill me off.
This is a world where even legends face the chopping block.
So I have a sharp.
Remember Disney and Lucasfilm's not-so-glittering track record of handling legendary characters? We've seen them shatter the halos of Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, almost pushing the Star Wars legacy to the brink of oblivion. Now it seems like they've set their sights on our beloved Indiana Jones. As each day passes, the whispers grow louder and the fans cringe in their seats. Let's flash back to the Cannes Film Festival fiasco. Disney and Lucasfilm marched in, heads high, hearts brimming with confidence. Expecting standing ovations and critics swooning, they lifted the review embargo well ahead of time, ready for the shower of praises. But guess what? The applause they dreamt of morphed into a chilling silence, and the red carpet unraveled into a nightmare. Can a strategy backfire so spectacularly it threatens to bring an empire down? The burning question plaguing fans everywhere is, has our beloved adventurer Indiana Jones grown too old for his whip? The movie is under the scanner, and the critics aren't mincing words. The vibrant, daring, hat-tipping Indiana Jones seems to have been relegated to a shadow of his former self, led around by his woke sidekick, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's under the lens too, with critics questioning her know-it-all persona, hinting at a power shift that has left fans uncomfortable. The once dynamic Indiana Jones appears fatigued, mere spectator in his own adventure, and the fans, they're far from pleased. As if the tension wasn't palpable enough, these reviews echo the ever-growing fear lurking in the hearts of fans. Will this be the unfortunate downfall of Indiana Jones? And when you hear the man himself, Harrison Ford, voicing his character's grim reality, it doesn't do much to dispel the growing dread. Ford, in an interview with Fandango alongside Waller-Bridge, made some shocking revelations about his character in the upcoming Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. His candid confession, Indiana Jones is no longer the epitome of courage and strength, but a man who seems to have lost his sense of purpose. Picture this: Indiana Jones, disenchanted, retired, devoid of any ambition, just an echo of the intrepid adventurer we knew. Are we talking about the same Indiana Jones? Ford describes a once revered archaeology professor, now disillusioned and weary, teaching uninterested students. His legendary exploits are now replaced with the monotony of academia, and he's on the brink of forced retirement. If that wasn't punch enough, brace yourselves for the knockout. The indomitable Indiana Jones has no future prospects, no ambitions, no grand adventures awaiting.
Oh my God.
It's a plot twist no fan ever expected. Our hero, Indiana Jones, no longer sees a future for himself.
He has no real future in mind.
Indiana Jones, now older, perhaps not wiser, is painted as a man simply going through life's motions. The trailer hints at personal turmoil, a once booming career fizzling out, a failed marriage, and a life mired in regret. Ironically, the one positive aspect of the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was the semblance of a happy ending for Indiana Jones, a glimpse of a content family life for our hero, swiftly erased in this sequel. As we follow Indiana Jones into the twilight of his life, we find him less valiant, less attentive, and about to embark on yet another grand adventure with intriguing allies and adversaries. Yes, Indiana Jones is older, and we can forgive a certain loss of physical strength. That's age, and it's inevitable. But less brave? Less attentive? This isn't the Indiana Jones fans remember. Just as every coin has two sides, this tale of our aged adventurer is a daring gamble. Will it reap rich rewards, or will it backfire spectacularly? Only time will tell. To top it all, Indiana Jones 5 is off to a precarious start, with a lukewarm 50% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Unbelievable as it may seem, even the usually forgiving Disney loyalists amongst the critics are having a tough time standing by this film. It's like a plot twist that nobody saw coming.
I'm sorry.
From the classic Braveheart to a weakened, lesser version, Indiana Jones's transformation is difficult to digest. It's not just about altering character arcs, it's about changing the essence of characters we've grown up with. But this begs the question, are we witnessing a tectonic shift in the world of Indiana Jones? The ground seems to be crumbling under our hero's feet at Hunter College. With an outsider taking over the archaeology department, Indiana Jones finds himself adrift, with no future plans. A disconcerting revelation indeed. But wait, there's more.
You gotta be kidding me!
The incoming Phoebe Waller-Bridge is anything but subtle. Fresh from her introductory appearance at the Cannes Film Festival, she seems all set to usurp the role of our once invincible hero. Is it her turn in the spotlight, or is Indiana Jones merely caught in the shadow of a Mary Sue? And remember how an anxious Ford described Indiana Jones as older, not necessarily wiser, but capable of a last hurrah. What's intriguing is that Ford's discomfort was quite noticeable in the interview as he discussed the twilight of his character's career. But is it mere discomfort or a sign of internal conflict? There's a sense of unease among fans as we gear up for Indiana Jones's latest adventure. Is it the dawn of a new era or the dusk of an old one? One can't help but wonder, where do we go from here?
Drop dead.
After the lukewarm reception to Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, another miss would be catastrophic for Disney. The big question now is, will the fifth installment breathe life back into the franchise? Apparently, Disney's recent test screenings of the film haven't quite sparked the enthusiastic applause they were hoping for. In fact, sources are suggesting the reaction was, well, pretty dire. The endings, a grand total of 6, were universally panned. 6 whole attempts, and none of them hit the mark. One finale saw our beloved Indiana Jones meet his end, which, you guessed it, didn't sit well with fans. And as for the least popular ending, it saw Phoebe Waller-Bridge stepping into Ford's iconic shoes. A bold move, but is it bold enough to save the day? Disney's intention to ride the Indiana Jones gravy train, with rumors of a TV series afoot, is no secret. But the cornerstone to such ambitious plans should be a blockbuster movie, which, let's be honest, has been sorely missing since the 80s. The clock is ticking, Disney. Indiana Jones 5, which commenced shooting in the UK in June 2021, faced a setback with its release date pushed back to summer 2023. The latest installment sees James Mangold inheriting the director's baton from Spielberg. Spielberg's decision to pass along Indy's whip to a new generation to add a fresh perspective to the story further fuels the debate. Now all eyes are on Mangold, who also co-wrote the script with Jez and John Henry Butterworth as he steps up to the helm. Although an excellent filmmaker, the question of whether Mangold can squeeze any more magic from the Indy series is on everyone's lips. The plot details remain shrouded in mystery, but rumor has it that a time travel arc may feature. If true, this twist could infuse a dash of whimsy and intrigue into the mix. Yet the real wildcard is 81-year-old Harrison Ford, the eldest action hero in the game. Will we be looking back wistfully at the glory days of the 80s as the last home of a worthy indie film? Quite possibly. Will the audience turn out in droves, bestowing fortune and glory on our aging adventurer, or will it be a case of no ticket? Keep your whip at the ready, adventurers. The journey is just beginning.